Hey guys, welcome. I just discovered something and I really want to share this with you guys. So just let me show you how much gold I made in the past few minutes. So notice here I've been selling those books, and those books for sale for 147, 147, 146, 140. I've been selling those 146, 146, so 145. So if you guys are looking for ways to make a lot of quick gold, this is definitely a method, but please listen to the warning on the next part. Now I do want to make a quick correction, guys. I just realized as I was editing the video, this is not a weekly thing. This is once per roster. So this is once per your entire account. So this is not a weekly thing. Later in the recording, you might hear me say weekly. It is not weekly, I just realized. But you can still do this method. Why is that? Is the price of those books have been falling. So they were selling for 200 gold before. Now they're falling down to 150, about that. And later I know they will fall even lower. So what you can do is you can make the profit, you can make the gold now still using this method. And then when it gets much lower, maybe gets to 100 or 50 gold, so those will fall. Once it gets to maybe 100 gold or lower, you can buy them back. And in case you guys are wondering, hey, what if I want my engravings? I still got my engravings even though I'm using my green books. So here I'm still using my green books. I still got my engravings. How you can do that is you can still use the accessories and just get the class ones. I got Mayhem +2 on all of those, and that really helped. So you can still get your 15, level 3 for the engravings, even if you have your green books. For most of us, I don't think there's a rush to suddenly jump to blue books just to get a bit of bonusing damage. I do think the gold is much more valuable. But as you guys watch this video, I did make the mistake. I didn't know this is not per week. This is actually per account. So keep that in mind as you do this, guys. There is a small cost. It will delay you getting your blue engravings. So that is the difference. And I do want to apologize because I was recording the later part of the video. I got too excited. Now I do want to remind you guys, this is the method for tier 2 at the moment. So if you have reached over 800 gear, once you reach 600 gear score, you farm your tier 2 gears, and then you could change for those boxes. Those boxes require 802 gear score, so you need to have the tier 2. But if you don't have tier 2 this reset, next reset, when you get to tier 2, you can still do this. So I'm doing this the tier 2 method. So I have been buying stuff from the Abyss shop. So notice that when you do the Abyss dungeons after 2 rounds, you'll not be getting the shards. You'll be getting those particular shards, and those are the tier 2 exchange shards. And if you come to the NPC over here, you can speak to her over here to exchange for those boxes. Initially, I was like, okay, who's going to get those boxes? I'll get them later. I'm not in a rush. So, I just sold something. I'll show you guys how this makes gold, right? So I got those boxes. You select the boxes, and then what you do is you select the engraving for the class engraving. After selecting the class engraving, notice how it still says untradeable. But the moment you select the books, you will become tradable. So I got Mayhem, which is tradable. And now with Mayhem that is tradable, I can sell them on the marketplace. And guess what? They sell for about 150 gold each. I'm selling them a little cheaper, 147. And notice I've been just selling them. So notice here, I sold Mayhem, I sold Mayhem, I sold Mayhem. So I sold a lot of Mayhems. And I have been trying to sell other books as well. So Mayhem is my class book. You can sell other books for a slightly higher price as well. But I do think Mayhem it's selling. And so let me explain this whole process with you guys properly now. Now, as you can see, even during this recording, I'm selling books, and then the book is sold for 140. So this definitely works, guys. And basically, so the whole process is that after your 2 rounds of Chaos Dungeons, you want to keep doing the Chaos Dungeons. And for the tier 2, you'll be getting those 2 shards, right? Every 200 of those, so about every 1 round for the Chaos Dungeon, which takes about 5 minutes, you'll get about close to 200 of those Guardian shards. Use the Guardian shards to exchange for the chest over here, and pick the class engraving chest. After picking the class engraving chest, what you can do is you can come to the marketplace and just have a quick look of what of the engravings sell the most, and then you can exchange for those. So what I mean by that is, notice that the Gunsling one sells for 158 gold, and after that the Sorceress one sells for 149 gold, and there's a lot of books. So I have been trying to sell a few different books, the Sources one and also the Gunsling one. So what I do is I exchange for those books. They become tradable once you have selected the books, which I wasn't aware in the first place. And basically, that you can say lowest price is 149, I'll sell it for a little cheaper, try to get it out quickly before the reset. And you can do this, you can farm 20 of those boxes. Each of those boxes will give you a book, or you can select a book which sells for 140 gold to 160 gold. So, pretty much 150 gold each book. Now, I do want to share a little bit because I want to share a bit of insight because I've been trading those books and it works wondrously. And we know the shop will reset again. So if you guys have time, I definitely recommend farming the Chaos Dungeon to get all 20 of those books, because every 5 minutes you spend in the Chaos Dungeon gives you close to 130, 140 gold if you're in tier 2. If you're in tier 1, I don't think this works out well because it is the green books you're getting. So you have to be in tier 2 to get this one. But eventually you guys will get to tier 2 next week, right? So after this reset, most of you will get to tier 2. And this is when you buy those boxes first, sell them, make a profit, because those prices will drop. Now, as for the insight of which books to sell and which books to exchange, notice how I talk about, getting those engraving books and checking which one sells the most. So I just want to share a bit of insight as I was looking at it. Now, if we look at it, the Peacemaker one's good, the Artillist, and also there's a bar, the Sources, Gunslinger Sources, and there's a lot of books here. Oh, this guy's selling Mayhem for 135 gold. Oh, this guy's selling for 140 gold. No, my 147 is not selling, but I've sold a lot of them. So notice the price of it changes. You do want to get the book that can sell for the highest gold, but keep in mind, you also want those books for yourself. So what I mean by that is, you also want those books for your own skills, right? I was able to get Mayhem level 3 using my accessories, but I do plan to use at least 20 of my books so that my Mayhem becomes, plus 6 instead of plus 3 right now. So what I recommend is you might want to exchange for the books that you wanted, and this way, if those doesn't sell, you can use those yourself so it doesn't get wasted. The books I exchanged, which are not my class books, I can't use them. So, which means unless they sell, they are selling other stuff as well. So unless they sell, it's not going to be great, right? Because I'm stuck with a dead weight of a class book that I don't need. So you actually, oh gosh, making so much trade, look at that. I just want to show you guys, click the wrong button. I just want to show you guys my method of trading very soon. Oh, this book sold for 145 gold. So you just want to exchange one of those class books that is expensive and you sell them for a discount. You don't want to sell them for too high because I'll notice this book is selling for 159, 158. I'll put it 150 just for a quick sell. If it sells, I'll just make another one. I'll just do it again. I only exchange for one other class book. I don't exchange for more than one class book. Notice I'm doing Gunslinger and also Shadowhunter. The Shadowhunter one is definitely not going to sell because I sold it too high. I should cancel it. Yeah, I should cancel it and do it again. I waste 8 gold, which is really silly. But I'll talk about the details of the marketing system because I make a lot of gold by doing this. So just, oh no, I'm going all over the place. Just to summarize, if you're farming for those books, it is nice to have some of your own class books. So if they don't sell, you can use them. But you can also exchange for one of those expensive books and try to sell those one at a time. You saw me selling a few of the books, right? And you can also sell the Gunslinger books, you can sell the Bard books. Just sell the one that sells the most. So I'll just show you guys another example. I got the Shadowhunter book here. So notice this one, the lowest price is 145. I'll try to beat him to 140. I'll just go for a quick sell because if it sells, I'll make another one. So this way you can quickly, within about 1 to 2 hours, depends how many times you can do the Chaos Dungeons. So it takes about 21 or 22 rounds of the Chaos Dungeon, 5 minutes per Chaos Dungeon. So that comes probably 2 hours. So come close to 2 hours, you can make anywhere from 2,500 gold to 3,000 gold. And just to give you guys a full step-by-step process of how I do this. So basically, I've talked about this, right? So this is the step-by-step thing. I go to engraving recipe, I go here, and then I go for the lowest to highest price, and then start searching. and basically I click too much. So you want to search for the highest, most expensive blue books. So currently the Sorcerer's Nigna and also the Sorcerer's Reflex sell for about 150 gold, and also the Gunslayer Peacemaker. Now I have listed a Gunslayer Peacemaker already, so I won't be listing that. So my one is actually the lowest price. And also the Shadowhunter's Demon Impulse also sells for 145. I have just sold a book for the Shadowhunter, so I know there's demand. So notice there I sold it for 140. So what I do is I will go for the Shadowhunter, and I almost picked the wrong one. So get the Demonic Impulse, I get the book, and then basically, oh, in case you guys are wondering, so I did buy the boxes here. So you buy the boxes here, you pick the class engraving, the class exclusive engraving in the first box. And then I'm gonna list this item and come over here for the Shadowhunter. And I know the lowest price is 145. I will sell for a little quicker, so I go 140. Usually this sells much faster, so I can keep rotating, keep selling those books. Now I am planning to farm more Chaos Gate, and I'll probably do 3 or 4 books. I know the Bard one sells, the Shadowhunter one sells. You got to check a little bit. Don't buy more than 1 book, unless it's your class one. So I noticed I bought a lot of the Mayhem ones. And if you're wondering, should you use those books first, then sell them, or sell them first, then use them, I would strongly recommend selling them first, because the price will drop. When I first got those books, I kept them in my storage, and they were selling for 200 gold. I never sold them. And now they've fallen into 150 gold, so the price will drop, so keep that in mind. So sell them first, make the gold, then use them later, and make a ton of gold, guys. So happy farming with gold. I'll be looking for more guides. I'm making other guides as well, but this one's too good, right? So I want to share with you guys.